This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. You know that thing when you buy a new guitar, and it's the best guitar in the world, and you absolutely love it. And then suddenly you're not playing it that much anymore after a few weeks. And it's still a great guitar when you pick it up. You still think, oh, this is really good. But then you put it down and you just find yourself not picking it up as much as you thought you were going to. Well, I had that experience recently. You may have heard me gushing a few months ago about the EART, or is it EART, GW2 Pro. Fantastic guitar. Looks odd, it's that headless one, and it sounds great. Well, it did once I kind of got the stock, rather muddy sounding pickups out of it. That was something I was never particularly fond of, those pickups. But it was a great playing guitar, absolutely effortless playing experience, beautiful neck to play on, etc., etc. But I just found that I wasn't playing it very much. And a chap called Ian got in touch and said he was really looking for one. And for whatever reason, he couldn't get one from a retailer. Maybe they're all out of stock or something. Would I be interested in selling mine? And he offered me a part exchange. There was a bit of a cash adjustment in my direction. He sent me some cash and a guitar, which is what's in this wrapper box. Well, I think there's a box underneath it. That's what we're about today. I'm going to unwrap this and we're going to see exactly what it is that Ian has sent me. I know what it is, but you're going to find out what it is. Let's just move the camera so we can get the guitar in shot and, cue the unboxing music, really.
Go on, lad. Way ahead.
Yes, indeed. It's one of these. It's a Donner guitar. We're going to look at which one exactly it is in just a moment. It's not entirely stock, and I'll tell you all about that in a moment as well. Yes, I speeded that unboxing clip up a little bit more than usual, actually. If I hadn't done, there would have been people watching this segment of the video with beards who would have been clean shaven when we first started. It was certainly well packaged, so hats off to Ian for that. So yeah, it is a Donner, hang on, let me have a look, a Donner DLP 124 guitar. It's essentially 150 quid or thereabouts worth of Les Paul style thing, single cut with a bolt-on neck. And I'll put a link to the specs down in the description. But as I say, this isn't entirely stock. It's had a little bit of work done on it by the wonderful Sam Deeks. Probably the two most worthy of note things to talk about are the fact that it now has a set of Grover tuners, and it has the sort of I think this is pretty unique to Sam, his unique height adjustable nut kind of thing going on. You can see possibly if I hold it, I don't know if we can get this in shot, but you can probably see there on the nut there's a couple of little grub screws that you can use to raise or lower the nut. So it's a clever little thing. Another guitar that I'm very familiar with that has that is my signature model. Dan from Scott Guitars puts that kind of nut on the guitars he builds as well. So Grover tuners and a Sam Deeks height adjustable nut. and just a general overall setup, fretwork and all that sort of thing. So please don't take this as being a review of an out-of-the-box Donner guitar, because I have no idea what they are like. I've heard lots of good stuff about them on the internet, on YouTube especially, saying that, saying basically you struggle to buy a bad guitar these days, quite frankly. But it was just since the demise of that bolt-on neck Les Paul copy that I had from the 70s. Remember that Yamato guitar that basically fell to pieces as I was trying to do some work on it. I thought I might continue the spirit of that. That kind of guitar in this one. I've got some pickups that I'm probably going to throw in it. I've got a set of Vansons here that will probably end up going in it at some point, but we're just kind of having a little bit of a play around with it out the box today to see what first impressions are like. I'll tell you what, let's go and take a look at what the Donner website says about this. There's a picture of the guitar stock. You can see that those are the tuners that it comes with, not the ones that are on it now. And you get the usual sort of beginner package stuff of gig bag, guitar cable, strap, etc. And when you kind of scroll down a little bit, there is a bit of confusion here, because it's saying it has a solid basswood body, but when we scroll down to here, where is it? I think I've gone too far. Yeah, you can see that the body material, according to this part of the website, is saying that it's AAA solid poplar with a neck that's made of, is that akume? I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but one thing I will say about the neck is when you look at it, it does have that look of, you can see the scarf joint there, it does have that look of, a heat-treated wood about it. It could be roasted maple, I suppose, on a £150 guitar, or roasted something. It's certainly a very comfortable neck. I'll be doing a full shakedown of this guitar, kind of hearing it in a mix, and we'll do all the kind of weights and measures, neck profile, nut width, and all that sort of stuff at a later date. As I say, this is just kind of out of the box first impressions. Sound-wise, it's not got a bad tone to it, actually, You're never going to convince anybody that it's a private stock PRS. But, I'll tell you what, judge for yourselves. It does that one thing that I really like, which is it cleans up nicely from the volume control. I'm plugged into the Marshall DSL-1 at the moment with those settings. And, let's hear what how the guitar responds. I'll point the camera down so you can see more of what I'm doing down here on the controls. Let's have a listen to it. So it's got kind of a pleasant, vintagey kind of sound going on. I think it could probably do with a little bit of help from a treble bleed on the volume control. That's something that I don't think there's one on there at the moment. I haven't looked inside the back cavity or anything like that. There might be. It doesn't sound like it. It does seem to kind of darken up as you turn the guitar's volume down, but that all of that sort of modifications and everything will be something to do at a later date. Got to give a lot of hats off to Sam Deeks for the setup on this. It's I've got a Les Paul here that is impeccably well set up because it's been plecked, and the feel, I mean, the neck profile's different, everything, the weight's different, but just in terms of the playing experience, this feels as well set up as that Gibson. It's a very, very kind of tactile feeling guitar, actually. It's a nice kind of satin, woody feeling finish on the back of the neck, which not all satin finishes do have that. There's a guitar coming up in Sunday's video which has got a satin finish on the back of the neck, which doesn't have that kind of, woody, kind of timbery sort of feeling finish, but you'll have to wait till Sunday to find out what that guitar is. But yeah, all in all, it's a pleasant little guitar for 150 quid. I'm not sure how much the setup cost Ian to have done, but it certainly feels like it's got good bones, this guitar. You could do, and there is that thing of it's a Les Paul, and Les Pauls shouldn't have bolt-on necks, but it's. Some people will get hung up on that. Or it's a Les Paul copy and Les Paul shouldn't have bolt-on necks. Some people will get hung up on that. It's not something I'm going to lose a lot of sleep over. And it's a nice looking thing as well, isn't it? Going to be interested to hear how this sounds in a mix. As I say, that'll be coming up in a later video. But all in all, first impressions are that, it's, even if, Sam Deeks had to do like an immense amount of work to get this guitar playing as well as it does, it still shows that for 150 quid, you can get a guitar with really good bones to it that is, that can be set up like this. If there's some guitars, that Yamato, for example, that budget guitar from the 70s, wasn't really very budget conscious though when you did the inflation calculation, but that sort of entry level guitar from back then, there was it was just an exercise in turd polishing, really. There wasn't really much that you could. There was a ceiling to how good a guitar that was going to be. I get the feeling that there is one with this, but I get the feeling the ceiling will be a lot higher with this. So I am quite pleased with this. I'm going to have some fun with this guitar, and don't know what I'm going to do with it long term. I'll have to give that a court of thinking. But there you go, folks. That is my first impressions and unboxing. Quick review of the Donner DLP 124 electric guitar. Make of it what you will. And that's the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it and found it relatively informative. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Why not drop me a like while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 p.m. UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars. What a great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.